At the end of last week's video, I promised I'd pick up where we left off, so here we are at the Medan-Tawanku Monorail Station. And from here, we're not only going to show you how to get to the condo, but also give you a complete building and room tour. To start, I want to point out there are actually two ways to reach the Infinitum Condo building. The first is by taking the shown red path that will skirt the outer edge of the mall, pretty easy and straightforward. But the yellow path will actually cut through the Quill City Mall, and not only does that take half the time to get you there, but it'll also keep you out of the KL heat. So let me show you how to navigate the mall to reach the condo. At the station, you're going to head up the stairs into this side entrance. From there, you're going to walk to the end of this walkway, and once you turn the corner, you'll find yourself at the entrance of the actual mall. Just past the KFC, you're going to turn left and stay to the left as you follow the outer edge of the mall shops. Pretty quickly, you'll come to the other end of the mall called North Court. From here, we're going to need to make our way down 2 floors to the ground level. As I make my way down to the ground floor, I did want to note that while this mall is geared towards locals, it has some really great shops in it. There is a Mr. DIY, a grocery store, a food court, restaurants, and an eco shop, where everything in it is only 66 cents, making this mall a really convenient place to get anything you might need during your stay. Once you reach the ground floor, you're going to again go to the left and take the exit next to Mel's Bistro. Once you're outside, you're going to need to follow the main road to the right. This will take you to the back corner of the mall, and you'll see the condo building directly across the street. The Infinitum Condo building is actually 2 separate condo towers that share amenities. There is the Luxe, which I'm going to show you around today, and then there's the Colony that we will do a separate video on next week. Entering the lower lobby, you'll see that the escalators will be to your right. All of the self-check-in areas are at the top of these escalators on the 2nd floor. For this condo, our host told us to locate the repurposed childcare room at the top of the escalator to locate the lockbox where we would find our keys and access cards. It is important to note that there are several self-check-in areas on this level, so you might be told to locate a different room than we were, so make sure to follow the instructions your host gives you. Once we had our keys and access cards, we went back down the escalators and continued through the lobby, as the Luxe Tower is accessed through the Block B lobby on the back side of the building. As we exit the lobby by the grocery store, we're going to turn right and follow the side of the building back towards the 7-Eleven, where you'll find the Block B's lobby. You are going to need your access card to both enter the lobby and once again in the elevator to select your floor, so make sure to have that handy. Now, before we head inside the building, there are a few more amenities here on the ground floor I want to point out. Next to the Block B lobby door is a small 7-Eleven and a second on-site restaurant. And if you keep walking back towards the lobby grocery store, you'll find a street food market just across on the side street. Lastly, let's talk about those 2 on-site restaurants I mentioned. We were pleasantly surprised to find we enjoyed the food, found both to be very budget-friendly, and obviously were super convenient. Plus, having 2 restaurants that serve different menus at affordable prices in our lobby was a real plus for this building. Now let's head inside to check out some other shared amenities that both the Luxe and Colony can use. As I've mentioned, each condo has its own lobby and elevators, and it is important to note your access card will only operate the one for the tower your condo is in. I also want to point out that the elevator wait times in the towers can be really long, as there are a lot of people using it and just 4 elevators per tower. You are going to find that all of the amenities you'll be able to use as a short-term guest are located on the 35th floor. And as we go through the pool area access doors, first you will find a co-working space and a cafe. Now we did not use this area, but the prices were very reasonable and the space had lots of seating over 2 levels. Heading now out onto the pool deck, you're going to find the pool is very large and wraps around the edge of the building, giving you amazing views of not only the skyline, but especially the Petronas Towers, KL Tower, and Merdeka 118, both during the day and even more so at night. From the pool deck is where you can also access the very well-equipped gym by a short flight of stairs. Something else we noticed back down by the pool is while there are not a lot of seats poolside, there's plenty of space to relax on the massive pool deck. Also, it is really important to note that they are very strict on what you wear poolside. There's a security guard at the pool who monitors this and will ask anyone in inappropriate bathing suits or those trying to swim or cover their suit using non-swimmer items to leave the pool area. Heading back to the elevator lobby and entering the double doors across from the pool, you'll find one additional space that you'll have access to at the end of the hall. This covered outdoor seating area provides some great skyline views away from all of the poolside crowds. Thanks for hanging in with me as we've covered all the common areas. But now let's check out the condo we called home for the first 28 days we were in Kuala Lumpur. unit we rented from Airbnb was located on the 15th floor, and when you entered the hallway door, you found yourself in a small foyer that serviced 2 units. After entering the studio unit, we found well-appointed areas that were designed to use the small space efficiently. We found that this unit had everything we would need in order to enjoy a month-long stay. We especially enjoyed the added perks of having a 2-in-1 washer-dryer combo, and even though it took up a lot of counter space, of having a filtered water machine that could do insta-hot or cold water. While the bathroom was small, it had lots of storage space, and we also loved the fact that it wasn't a wet bath. The balcony in this unit faced the opposite side of the building as the pool, so while we did have a great skyline view, we could only see one of the twin towers if we leaned forward over the railing. While overall we were definitely happy with our stay in this building, I do have to say that looking back, it was overpriced. However, we did book this months before we began traveling because we really wanted to make sure we got that pool with that view. So in hindsight, booking so far in advance may have been the real reason we overpaid. As I've mentioned, this building actually has 2 separate condo towers in it, and next week I'm going to share with you a tour of the other tower called the Colony, as that is where we stayed for the 2nd month we were in Kuala Lumpur. So we hope you'll subscribe and continue to join us as we have so much more to share with you about our travels in Malaysia. Also, if you have any questions for us, drop them in the comments below, because we are happy to answer those and anything else we can do to help you have your very own happy travels.